Hello, it's early January 2025. This is Steve Yorty on this Reading Catawissa branch. Got to work a couple days up here, and I'll show you kind of some of the stuff we have. First thing I want to show way over here is my scratch-built station, the Tamaqua Depot. If anybody has ever seen it, that's a pretty good representation. It's slightly compressed, I suspect, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. That's going to go in the town of Tamaqua once we get to that point. And it's good and ready to go. And I'm going to quickly jump to the second deck here and just show a couple projects. This is probably the second or third home my wife and I owned. This was a brick Victorian in the town of Clearfield, Pennsylvania, and you can see that's a scratch-built model of it to fairly exact dimensions. This is a corner tavern, which was actually 3D printed, but I did a lot of painting and weathering on it. I turned it into Judy's Tavern. This is a scratch-built freight depot out of styrene primarily. This is a heavily modified kit. I don't know what the manufacturer was. Then we have the water tank and the previous depot for Catawissa, which I've shown. Anyhow, I'm going to come back to the first level here and show you what we've done. This is going to be the town of Milton, the industrial district of Milton. I have all the buildings here. That, I'm going to switch those out for 90-degree crossings. That's going to be where the Pennsylvania Buffalo line crossed the Catawissa branch. We have in the back here a representation of the American Car and Foundry Corporation, the Milton Works, which was a massive industry at the time. We have Milton Iron Works here, which I built from a Walther's kit, I believe. We're going to have tracks serving those industries there. This was scratch built, and those three there actually are kind of half buildings that go right up against the backdrop. So we have a good amount of the trackage in, with the exception of the sidings to the industries. This is the Milton Flour Mill, which was called Custer's Flour Mill. Again, this was a Walther's kit. And this will be representation of the Chef Boyardee, which was a food processor, which still exists in a different name. So I'm going to have these sidings come in. They'll actually cross so I can get more real estate out of the area, and then all these buildings will be sceniced in and served by industries. Now, I'm going to run a train here. This is this Reading T1 locomotive. I have a pretty good sized freight attached to it, so I'll take a tour, show you where else we have going. I'm just going to let it run a bit here. This track's all the way done around to here. And the backdrop here is all spackled. It's ready to prime and paint, and I have backdrops for the upper part, which are commercial ones. So I'm not going to get to install them today. Now, this is finished. This is the Rupert Lackawanna interchange. I have several interchange tracks here. They're all wired in and work real good. Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western interchange. So There's several interchange tracks, and just like if you went to the real area today, this is, I think, is Fishing Creek. There's a covered bridge that goes over it, so I've got that cut in, and it looks something like that. I think I have it reversed though, because of space considerations, but Rupert's in, and I've tried some switching, and it all works pretty good. And that's the Rupert depot there. So now, I'm going to try to get the train up into the helix here. I've got that all wired in. You can see the wires there. So it's got good voltage all the way up to the top. And you'll see as it gets to the top, it's going to cross this temporary bridge into the town of Danville, Pennsylvania. So I've got that, all those sidings are in the main line, all the way around to the other side here. So, sorry if it's a little bit jerky here. Trying to run the controller and take video at the same time here. Try to take it up a little quicker here. There's about 15 cars in that. It's not even sweating. It's a Broadway Limited 484. So I was hoping to get a little bit more done in that Milton yard, but because of a blizzard, we're going to have to head back early, so I'm going to have to do that the next time. But I'm real happy with how this helix operates here, and I've also done all the wiring here for the second deck, and if you look underneath here, I have this lighted now with LED lights underneath. But now the train's coming through Danville here, and I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to come around. I'll take you up to the top here. Here's Milton again. A little bit of work to do there. So here the train comes, and I've gotten the track done up to the end of this bridge over the north branch of the Susquehanna. So I'll be stopping the train here. That piece of track's just set there off to the right, so that's as far as it goes today. So we're coming along okay. So we're going to finish Milton up here. And several of these industries were actually the names of the ones that were there. This is another one I don't think I showed, which is another backdrop type industry. So we're going to try to get sidings to all of those. And just quick back to Rupert, there's a station there, there's a water tank there, and then we'll probably have you know, a few houses and so on, just like there is today, and then the covered bridge. And you know, up in Danville, I'm going to probably use those kind of buildings similar to what Danville's like today, the depot and so on. So that's kind of where it is right now. Appreciate your time in watching this, and I hope you all have a great day.